Hello, it's your old mate Dave Spencer. We all gather by the brolly. It's raining out there. I'm off on my bus adventures. I've come down to Essex and I'm in Basildon by the bus station, and there's usually a few interesting buses. The weather, of course, down south is supposed to be warm and drier, so after a damp few days up north and temperatures plummeting, I headed south to get the better weather, but it's followed me. Anyway, nil desperandum, because we haven't got to worry about shadows. So what are we going to see? We shall see what we shall see at Basildon bus station on this morning in late June 2025, and you're very welcome along with us. And I'll get cracking. As soon as we get finished here, we can off to Southend. I hope it's stopped raining by then. So see you in a little bit. Well, it's about 8:15 in the morning, so I'm hoping that there'll be some activity associated with the end of the morning's session with the kids off to school. Fingers crossed on that one. And, and off we go and all that. A bit cold at my legs with my shorts on, but I've got socks in the car if I need to. And just about under the shelter of a sort of canopy here. Quite blazing there, didn't have much success with the first lady there, but we can try again. Still kiddies on their way to school. Young lady, she went round me rather than straight past me. Actually, if it's like this at Southend, I've got some trousers in my case. I'll have to pop them on at a convenient location. I'll get a convenient location. And I was up at 4 o'clock, got away from home about 20 past 4, and flew down all the motorways. Only got ground to a halt eventually around Luton. A bit bumpy then from Luton for a while, but the M25 going round to the what is it, the east side was very clear. But generally speaking, I didn't do bad. I arrived here about 5 past 8, and I was aiming for about 8 o'clock. Not bad on a journey that length, is it? So anyway, we're very much are going to see what we see. I've only been here a couple of times before, but I've certainly sort of got the school exodus, or whatever you call it, the school arrivals. Goodness knows where the schools are. There's a lot of kids walking around. Looks like a shopping centre to me, isn't it? There you are. There's a pop concert going on in the precinct. I don't know what that was about this time of the morning. Who has a pop concert at the first thing in the morning? Obviously they do here. Around going on. Very strong wind. I'm not really quite sure which way it's blowing. And straight into the lens, which is why it's a bit of a pain when it's wet. Only one spot on the old lens, and then the shots are up the Swanee. All gone for a Burton. I thought we were going to nice steady in and out there, but perhaps we are. It's a bit tricky when you're balancing your brolly, bracing yourself against the wind, trying to get the stills and take the video as well. Who says that men can't multitask? About that, you get a dose of railways thrown in for no additional cost. So pan round those and do it on the bus leaving. Well, I never expected weather like this down there. Almost as good as Cheshire. I'm going to take a little bit of a punt on the fact that it's not going to rain that much and take a chance. Variety of trains on that line, rather nondescript livery. Well, it's all a bit eerily quiet at the moment. Wind seems to have dropped a little bit. Rain has left off. Driver's just got in his cab. Having a swig of water. And time for boarding. Trains away. First bus in the new livery, working its way round. The trains are quite frequent here this time in the morning. It'd be a sort of commuter line, wouldn't it? That's the one in the new livery, slipping behind the other. New logo and all. Along the top of the bus station is a mural, as Hilda would have said. A memorial to Britain of past years, Debenham, whose chain of shops around the country all went bang. The one in the new livery is going first. So what difference does that make? So difference, good, isn't it? Why not? Bit of variety, spice of life and all that. Somebody was telling me at the rally at Council at the weekend, he's like, oh, I love your commentary, especially when you have a bit of a go off on about something. And I said, oh, go off about. I'll tell you what, the friendly drivers, and I saw that last time here, I was unlucky with the first time. And a little bit better afterwards. It's a sort of big, sort of modern place with sort of precincts and concrete. Got a couple there, caught me on the hop, but didn't expect them to be all flying off as quick as that. It's a good time of day. Got my old completely sorted now. Should be right on top of things. Only joking. They're getting almost to be museum pieces, aren't they? Goodness. Mini bus, possible bus. Actually, that one's a bit for the older modelers there. Yeah, a bit to take note of for the for weathering. We'll get a lot of weathering on the locos on the railways. But, buses, of course, get the nice patina of age and mix of things. It's a sort of nicely accessible bus station. You don't need to go anywhere near the concourse, you don't need to trespass, you don't, just stand there and enjoy yourself, can't you? Nobody walking in front of you much. Taxis off to the left there, where there's not that many taxis in the morning. One. He's about to leave the passenger. This must be brisk. Plenty of pigeons flapping about. If I was pushed to say something about the fleet, it looks a bit forlorn, really, doesn't it? That first in general, it can be a bit forlorn, can't they? Morning. Oh well, the driver just going off. Nice good morning. There we are. All's well with the world. Just need something to move now. Come on, time to go. Can't keep David waiting all day. Yeah, we've seen enough of that one, haven't we, really? We've got the houses one. I can't speak. Somebody's just given me what's called a breakfast rack. And I've got a bag over my shoulders and a bit of free advertising for it. In return. I'm sure I got that one last time I was here. edges. They've given me a nice little bag actually, a little shoulder bag. It might come in handy as the day goes by. Do it all gently, so otherwise I get all muddled up these days, don't I? I'm getting old. A nice gentle departure. The bag's actually got a menu in it. Maria's Market. Big plate, breakfast, English breakfast, modern breakfast. Oh, right, quite a lot of things there. There's the cakes. I don't see any cakes. I bet they have got cakes. Stuff it in my pocket now. I don't know what to do there. You know, I swear the sky is looking a bit less dark, less rainy. Got another one in the new livery snuck in. It snuck in while I wasn't looking. How about that? First independent of the day coming up. MBS. The nibs. Nice wave from the nibs driver. They're based at Roxford. I think they get a service going into Grays, so we have seen them there. And I think we've seen them here before as well. And people knock Essex, but generally very friendly place. People are always willing to help you. Oh, I just had a chat with a lovely lady from First Bus. Really a lovely lady. She sort of came round from the back of me and I jumped a bit. I just wasn't expecting anybody to be there. Absolutely lovely, honestly. Gosh, they're all an advert for Basildon, aren't they, in Essex? And the sky, the clouds are going. The blue is starting to show through. So it's not going to be so bad after all. David hasn't made a blunder. Oh, that's a nice shot. It's no general turnover. Masses of buses ever in one go. But one by one, it's quite pleasant really. You get a chance to have a rest between the trains coming out. I'm not very good at taking pictures of trains. I don't know what they're supposed to do really. Especially when they're just a sort of an EMU unit. waves away as well. It's got I think it's got a little uniform. It's got a red sash on it. Very interesting. Just gone over. I know that the destination is completely light, a bit challenging at the moment, so I just tried to make it work for me a little bit better with the automatic settings. Look, if you don't sort of get the right speed, your lights flicker. Ah, now we've got one in the new livery, but with no fleet name. So it's obviously an exercise underway. We ran out of paint, of course. Could have run out of paint, couldn't we? To go to the boss and say, we need some new paint, and he says, hang on, what do you think this is? Stagecoach? You're working for first bus now. Oh, let's see if we can have a collection amongst the passengers to get a bit more paint. Joe, it's people though that make anything, don't they, really? Make a company, certainly. And, you know, you couldn't speak better. First impressions count as well, and everybody's gone into the mood now. And the sight, well, the blues vanished again, but it's not raining. That's pretty good, isn't it? Ah, somebody's coming down from the nether regions. When do you ever go down on your nether regions? No, I didn't mean that. Bit early in the morning, isn't it, really, for that sort of stuff? Goodness me. Ooh, where are we going to end up? We've got one of the little hospital shuttle jobs just come in. I wonder if I'll get wrapped up here in time to go and have a morning brew. Well, I wanted to get started straight away, you know, in case there was anything of a morning sort of rush hour at the bus station. I'm not seeing anybody that rushed. So it's a morning sort of stroll along time. That'd be very apropos for the times we live in, wouldn't it? A stroll along. Yes, I'm just getting off to work. Oh, with the morning commute. Oh no, I just stroll along. I put my bicycle clips on and my lycra and admire myself in the mirror. And I go out and go nice and sedately in the middle of the road so I can make as many car drivers as angry as I can and see how many I can get in a line behind me. And I can ride along the new cycle lane they put in for me. £20 million it cost, yes, and it's all for me. And they're not allowed to come near me now. They have to stay 100 yards away from me because it says so in the highway code. And I've got a camera in my hat. So Dave, basically, are you trying to say something? I hate blooming cyclists, blasted things. What do you dislike on the road next to cycles? Well, we stay with two wheels, motorcycles. Smallest vehicle on the road, makes the most noise, and all this stuff, innit? Watch out for bike, look twice for bike. They carve up everybody, they weave in between the traffic, they go twice the speed. Does anything ever happen? You have to put more signs up. Yeah, watch out for them. Let me right, you watch out for them. We're watching out for somebody to depart, aren't we? Come on, we've had a nice time up to now. Oh, I know, it's probably waiting for the sun to come out so it looks a bit better on the photographs. He's now boarding. Engines on.
I wonder what it was shaking, rattling and rolling on the road, but it's the chap with the rubbish cart. Bless him. But, hey, good job though. Always going to be muck and rubbish, isn't there? Oh, that's a bit of that wind. Cool. I've only got my shorts on, you know. Oh, that blew a draft up, that one did. There we go. And he works for Basildon Council, and he's just picked up a bottle with his pincers. Yes. Is it a pincer? I don't know what you call them then, the thing with a handle on it and it picks things up, so you don't have to bend down all the time. I think Nibs is in again, another one I presume. Well, I think the bus station's as busy as I've seen it now. This is the rush hour. There's a little bit of music going on from rush hour music. Had a bit of Eric Coates on Radio 3. I know, it was a bit radical for them, wasn't it? A bit of light music. Not very heavy, you know, not very intellectual. What do they say? He wrote waltzes that were never intended to dance to, and he wrote marches that were never intended to be marched to. And that's very true. And I suppose all the listeners won't remember Eric Coates, but I do. And wonderful light music he wrote over the years, and a genre that we just don't have enough of now. Bring back light music. Well, the next bus to depart is going to be another Nibs. We get the cameras switched on. Go. Ah, it's going to Asda. Two more buses, another one coming in. That's the one with the sort of badger line livery. I suppose that's the sort of, is that harking back to the original badger line, or is it, because they did resurrect the badger line for certain services down in the southwest, I know, but I don't know. I like it, to be honest. Oh no, we're not knocking it at all, at all, at all. We've got a whole convoy of buses about to leave. How much is the convoy of buses? Well, it's one decker in the hospital bus. Oh no, this one's not going to the hospital. Does that mean he's a different bus? Could be. They have more than one, don't they? Been cloned when I wasn't watching. That's a very full bus station now, isn't it? just pausing, waiting to see if somebody else was coming out. That would be alright, wouldn't it? Nibs just come in. Oh, these are in and out quickly, aren't they? Oh no, we got an all over the side advert. Trains in the background. Nibs is laying over. airport bus is just coming in. This one is commemorating the late Queen Elizabeth II. And that wind gets up and the clouds roll over the latent sunshine, not really proper sunshine, but now and again the clouds do seem to ease off a bit. I think he's boarding now, so should be away in a tick. go to Southend. Perhaps I'll see him there. You never know. Oh, we've got a Decker nibs in. Yes, I was rather hoping we would. I know we got Deckers, but I didn't think I was going to be in luck. But I am. I'll see something. Oh, you know me, I like Deckers, don't I? Yes, yes. You travel the world looking for double Deckers. I think the longest journey ever was from Mumbai sort of down to Cochin, and to find one bus, which I duly did. Our first Decker in the new livery for today. So swing around again. Am I making you giddy? What are you thinking about me then? You're feeling a bit giddy. Oh, we got another Decker with the new livery as well. God, you wait for one and you get two. Oh, there's another one over the road. I don't believe it. And there's the one over the road. I'm going to have to pull over on, I think, actually. next thing to do. That'll keep the top half warm. We're rapidly getting towards the end of our coverage of Basildon, June 2025. Soon be time to say goodbye. I was hoping perhaps the Romanian deckers would go out. That would be a good place to end. I think it's to say it's first it was only the odd one of these, and then suddenly you realise it was quite a few of them. I think in the sort of two-tone green livery, there's only the one that I've seen here this morning. He's lurking in the background there. Three deckers with three different liveries. Driver trainer is out and about, not coming in the bus station. This is sight of him, so you know. No, I'm not lying to you. There we go. Oh, adding a little bit of variety to the nibs.
Well, it's your old mate Dave, back with you once again. I'm here with my sporting friends. As if. Anyway, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining us on this visit to Basildon. It's been a lovely visit, hasn't it? Other than the fact it's a bit cold. But I'll put some more clothes on. Oh yes, the boot has got all sorts. I've even got my electric gloves and socks for the winter months. And if it's that cold in the summer, I'll put them on then as well. Why not? Can't touch you for that, you know. Anyway, stay well, stay safe, be good if you can, be kind to other people, because we are living through some very difficult times, strange days. And meanwhile, on behalf of Mandy, who's all the way over in Ireland, and me down in Essex, it's God bless. See you all again soon. Be good.